would he do if he came back here and find all these suitors in his house?
So, I don't think they're trying to give us Bronze Age Greece. Hi, my name is Sarah Ferrario. I'm the chair of the Department of Ancient and Medieval Languages and Cultures here at Catholic University. We're going to be looking at a trailer for the new upcoming Odyssey movie, and I'm going to be sharing my thoughts with you as a Greek historian.
Tell me what you remember.
Odysseus floating on a raft amidst the broken ships. Doubtless just his fleet destroyed by the gods.
A son.
I see him saying goodbye to his wife. This must be his son Telemachus. One of the many women Odysseus romances on the way home. The fall of Troy, which is not actually treated in real time in the Odyssey.
Help me go home.
One of the things that I like that I'm seeing here in the trailer is that the sea itself is very much a character in this epic poem, not because it has a name or a personality, but because it's omnipresent. And it's literally the pathway that leads Odysseus away from home and then back there again. So the fact that we have all this careful work with the ships and the water itself is going to be actually really meaningful for how the film is held together.
This is a household waiting for master.
The suitors that are besieging Odysseus's household in the Odyssey are depicted in the poem as kind of ruining his home and wasting his wealth. And here in this trailer, they're depicted almost as if they're kind of medieval Neanderthals. They look pretty rough here. And that, I'm sure, is meant to indicate what a burden they are on young Telemachus and his mother Penelope. Here is Odysseus in the cave of the Cyclops. And this is a moment that we're all going to look forward to in this movie, seeing how the monster is depicted and how Odysseus and his men manage to escape. And the answer is going to be that they're going to hide themselves amongst the flock of sheep that you saw milling around here.
Who's looking after your wife and son?
Do you see?
My dad is coming home.
Bringing vengeance. Bringing it all.
Just like the epic poem itself, if the trailer is any indication, the movie is probably going to contain a significant number of timeline changes. The Odyssey itself, the ancient poem, is filled with flashbacks. And in fact, the journey of Odysseus, the famous part where Odysseus is wandering around the Mediterranean, it's actually told in the ancient epic as an immense flashback that lasts for multiple chapters.
No one could stand between me and home. Not even the gods. Keep us
free! Cool. Okay. I don't think that this movie intends to give us an archaeological reconstruction of Bronze Age Greece, which is notionally when people might imagine that a mythological Trojan War took place. And in fact, the poems themselves, the Iliad and the Odyssey, don't give us Bronze Age Greece either. One of the really interesting things about those poems is they came together over a period of hundreds of years as people told and retold these stories and performed and re-performed parts of what eventually became the poems. So the details in the poems themselves don't come from the same time period or the same archaeological world or the same snapshot on a timeline. So in some ways, it's actually more all right that the film itself doesn't commit to a particular period of archaeological ancient history, because ironically, the poems themselves don't either.